So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ashik here. He has been an intern in Mitsubishi, Japan. What was your experience in Japan?
It is a very good opportunity.
What are you working on in Mitsubishi?
I work in the domain of robotics and AI.
Ashik is a Master of Technology student at IIT Hyderabad.
Also, he is a researcher on smart mobility.
How does a week in IIT Hyderabad look like?
And we have like events every week, at least once in a week something will happen.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ashik here. He has been an intern in Mitsubishi, Japan. So, Ashik, can you tell who are you and your background and how you got into that stuff? So, that would be great.
Yeah, so I did my bachelor's in electrical and electronics engineering. So I'm a 2024 graduate from Chennai, Animal Engineering College. So here, immediately after graduating, I joined as a M.Tech student in the Department of Smart Mobility at IIT Hyderabad. So here, like I used to go for many hackathons, which is happening around. So likewise, the Mitsubishi company itself had conducted a hackathon in our college during last December, I guess. So it was a 2-week hackathon. So they selected in that based on the performance and based on the previous projects resume shortlisting. So based on that kind of background, they shortlisted 2 peoples. So in which I was one. From that, they gave internship opportunity for 3 months in Japan.
What was your experience in Japan like? What are the differences that you saw in India and Japan?
So on the basis of work culture or which criteria?
Anything.
So when talking about work culture in Japan, it's like kind of like it will feel new to us because I have worked in a company in India also few years back, around 6 months I have worked. So I could find the difference between the work style in India and work style in Japan. Although like I don't have much experience, but according to what I felt was like Japanese people are like very committed. Like during that time interval of the work time, they don't do any other activities. So here if we go for work, like we used to chill, like we used to go for coffee and just talk there for 1 or 2 hours until the manager calls or something is there. But in Japan, if we see people like they just continuously work and they are very dedicated to the work they do. So that is one side of like if someone who is very interested in like having chill and having work, then for them it might not be very like exciting. But who is like an introverted person or like who likes to do like sit and focus a lot, then for them it is a very good opportunity, I would say. Yeah, so that was the difference in work culture. And coming to people also like they are very kind. Like have not seen people fighting there. I didn't see people scolding at even like raising their voice at each other. So that much level of understanding they have. So so like there's a lot of things. This was the thing like people are interacting with other people, like how they interact, how kind they are. So that was very interesting to see in that country.
One of my guests told me in the podcast that in Japan there is a lot of inflation than in India. Is that true?
Yeah, there is a lot of inflation actually. Like it depends on the location where you live also. Suppose if you are working in the region of Tokyo, so there like you will need more income to survive there. So I basically was interning in the region of Osaka. So where compared to Tokyo, it was very less expensive, but still it is also expensive only. So if you are like earning in Japanese yen and living there, then it will be like kind of okay. But if you like spending your Indian currency in Japan, then it will be like very difficult for you.
Okay. So another thing in Japan that I heard from my college professor is if they get frustrated at the manager or a company, they'll work more because they, in a way, to say that I got maybe pissed off by the work or manager or something. Is that true?
So during my tenure, like 3 months, I didn't see any person like that. all of them like very focused on work. So I couldn't see anyone like getting or like pissed off or that kind of thing happening in my office at least. So I'm not
Okay.
sure of that kind of scenarios there.
Mm-hmm. So, what are you working on in Mitsubishi?
So
Is
I
that
cannot.
confidential or
Yeah,
can
so
you
there
tell?
is confidentiality. So I will tell what I am like, what I'm allowed to tell. So
Okay.
I work in the domain of robotics and AI.
Okay.
So like my area of interest is purely in robotics and it's like controlling mechanisms. So I like try to use latest AI technologies to adapt into the robotic domain. So that is where I lie on. So our project was related to that much only. So like specific details I cannot tell. So it was in robotics domain. Yeah.
Mhm. So, you got into IIT Hyderabad in mobility, right?
Yeah, smart
What is
mobility.
that? Yeah, smart mobility. What is that?
So exactly how to put in words means like it's a domain where you work on autonomous vehicles. So in short terms, they in smart mobility we work related to next generation transportation systems. So currently we have like a car, vehicle, bus. That is one kind of generation. So what is the next kind of generation we can say? For example, is autonomous vehicles. So vehicles that doesn't require a person to drive on. That is our region of interest. A drone that can carry a human from one place to another without any interference of a human. So transporting one person to another person in a different or a next innovative way is what we work in smart mobility. So this is a like kind of a interdisciplinary branch in IIT Hyderabad. So where like people from electrical, computer science, AI, civil, and mechanical, these five branches, people come towards this in this domain. So we work on mostly on vehicles only. Vehicles are like drones, underwater systems, that kind of thing. We also have one facility which is like known for this called TAHAN. So recently, like they achieved like 10,000 passengers in the autonomous vehicle in the campus. So we have a campus shuttle running inside our college in a particular time interval from morning to evening. So this shuttle will move autonomously without any person. Like there will be a person sitting near to the steering for an emergency purpose. So but it's fully autonomous. So people like it has been since deployed around 3 years back. I think I came here last year. So when I came there, I saw and it was very exciting for me. Actually, chose this college because of this Ihan only. So it is very good facility if one person is like very interested into autonomous vehicles and those kind of domains. Yeah.
So, did you choose or did you? I mean, how you got into IIT, man?
Yeah.
IIT Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Can you
So
tell that story? You have been in engineering college, Tier 3 engineering college must be, right?
yeah.
So, how you transitioned from Tier 3 engineering college to an IIT?
Yeah. So joining IIT was my dream since around 7 years back, I would say. So during my 10th standard, I started my preparation like I have to do in IIT, but I had no idea of what department and domain, but I just blindly prepared for JEE as I did that. So COVID and all was there. So like I couldn't crack JEE during that time. So I thought that I should get into IIT and get that experience. It's once in a lifetime experience, which was like not like it was very disturbing me. Like we should anyway get that experience and see how it is. So like I started my gate preparation during my third year of the college. Like second year last I started for gate preparation. I went to classes for 1 year. Then I did for fourth year self preparation. So after the exam, I applied for few colleges, whichever I could get. So during my BTech, I found my interest actually, like where I should like do my further studies on. So I found that I was more into this autonomous vehicles. So my
Okay.
final project was also related to that only. So I applied for colleges, IITs, where they have this specialization in autonomous vehicles. So I found IIT Hyderabad, IIT Delhi, IIT Madras. So as IIT Madras and like IIT Delhi, like very top colleges, very competition was there. I couldn't get. I also applied in IIT Guwahati. I got a PhD. I got direct PhD there at first.
Okay.
So I accepted it and paid the fees, everything, and I
Okay.
done every process. So then after doing every process, I got a mail from IIT Hyderabad regarding my admission in IIT Hyderabad. So I cancelled my seat, everything, because I the test bed which we have in IIT Hyderabad is like no other institution has. It's very convenient for this domain if you are interested in it. So seeing that, I cancelled my seat in IIT Guwahati. Then I came to IIT Hyderabad and joined here as M.Tech.
Great. So, what is the fundamental difference Tier 3 college and IIT? Because whenever I'm working in a company right now, there are some IITs and NIT people over there. When I ask them, what is the difference between Tier 3 college and IIT? It's a lifetime experience because it's not about the academics. It's about the people that you meet, culture that you experience. Can you tell about that?
Yeah, so the major difference lies between is, as you said, among the surroundings. So you are surrounded by a people of different, like who cleared one of the toughest exam. So they are like in somehow proved themselves that they are capable of shining in their technical domain. Apart from like, because so we can like, when we go in that surroundings, you will feel like you have to do something. I also want to do something. That kind of thing will be there when you are around them. So that is there. One more difference is that the research facilities. So it's a government college, so lot of fundings are there, lot of innovation will happen. Our director sir is also like very much into innovation. In fact, IIT Hyderabad is in ranking number 3 in innovation in India. So he is very supportive in this kind of thing. So these kind of facilities is very accessible in IITs. That is the main reason, because like when you have an idea, you need to implement and showcase the product. But for that, you need good facility where you can work on and good guide mentorship, which you can expect in a good college. I'm not like downgrading any other college. I'm saying the like factual things like the facilities. If a other college has a good facility, which in your domain, which is very good, then you can definitely go for it. It's not upon the college as well. Like what is the college is giving to you? What facilities? That's the matter most.
How does a week in IIT Hyderabad look like?
A week. So last year I had my classes every time. So this year like I don't have any classes. So I will say last year what I did. So if you like some classes are like mandatory classes which we have to take no matter what. Some classes are given to options are given to us. We can elect which classes which we want. So the classes which are mandatory and quite boring, like civil subjects, like I am not into civil domain. So that is, since my department is interdisciplinary, we have like subjects from all these domains, AICs. So there will be civil classes which I am least interested. So I would sit in my room and just do some other work instead of going there. So if you ask from top to bottom, what I do in a week is like morning I used to go for any exercise kind of thing. Then I start going to classes. Then evening sometimes hang out with friends. Then I go and play badminton. Then have food and do some research work, whichever I like. And that's how my week goes.
What about the events in IIT Hyderabad and cultural events and nights and everything?
Yeah, so the events are like very, very, very different. So like I came from a Tier 3 college, so where there was no events, like there was even restriction for boys and girls to talk to each other. So we had separate classes for boys and girls.
Oh shit!
We had separate bus. We had separate eating area, messes like ground floor for boys, first floor for girls. And we had separate walkways. So like even bus, everything is like separate. So and there like we don't have much kind of like what to say exposure, because like that there they focus more on technical aspect, like to improve the like cultural is there, but still now the college is like they're imposing like many club activities. Now it is very good. So when I studied it was way different. Now it's different. So after coming from there to here, seeing such kind of like collaboration between many clubs and those things are like very new to me. And we have like events every week, at least once in a week something will happen. Something will come in our mails like this is happening here, this is happening here. We just have to find time to attend those. So there is like every time there will be events. During exam times there will be DJ night. You will be sitting for exam during morning. Evening there will be DJ
Mm-hmm.
night. So
Mm-hmm.
things are happening, and it's quite new to me also.
Hmm. So actually, me and my friend were talking about learning more things in maybe in MS or M.Tech. We are stuck in a job. Not our jobs are very very good than other any other service based companies. My friend is an AI engineer. I work as a content manager kind of or strategist kind of role. And we were talking about we are lacking learning, and his name is Dinesh. So we were talking about we had to learn something because job is something where we have to give value for the company, but we are lacking learning. Of course, we are learning the things that company needed, but the things that we are interested in are not needed for the company, right?
Yeah, true.
So also you have worked as well, right? What will you say for us if you be with us? Either either you tell go to a job or instead go to M.Tech because the life and exposure is great, right? In IIT Hyderabad, like
Yeah.
institutions like that. Hmm.
Yeah. So to answer this question, generally people have asked this question to me, like how what
Okay.
to decide that kind of question.
Mhm.
I will always tell them that think yourself and you decide. Don't ask anyone. So
Okay.
it should not be like I said this thing. So in future he will come like, Baya, you told me
Yeah,
this
yeah.
only because of you. I am
Mhm.
like this. So even
Mhm.
the department you choose, even the research work, anything you choose, it should be on your decision. Why? Because you know about yourself more than anyone else. So it's not about the surrounding, what they are doing, what project they are working on, doesn't matter. What you are interested, first thing we should find out that. After finding out, you should gain knowledge in that domain. So if your interest is on like software or any kind of web development, then you should have knowledge in that, grow your skills on that, then find companies, then you decide you have to study more or research or do a job. You should decide if you are interested in financial situations is there, then go for job. If you are more into like research, I want to go to R&D, then a PhD is very mandatory if you want to go in R&D companies. Like other than soft SDE roles are like doesn't, I'm not sure like R&D is required. So if you want to go into R&D, you need to have a PhD. So you have to study further in what domain you should study, what exact particular stream you want downstream. So that things you should only decide. We cannot ask anyone, but it's all about what you want, what others want. What it's not about what others want. It's about what you want. So what you want life to be. So that's how like I decided my bachelor's, master's, everything among myself only. So you can ask. Yeah,
That's a banger answer. That's
yeah,
a banger answer. Even end of the call, we kind of talk like this. End of the day, we have to think about it. But a person who is in college might be one, maybe struggling to decide either we have to do an MS or we have to do the job. Tell me what are the perks in doing MS, and I'll tell the perks in having a job after right after engineering.
okay,
Come on, you first.
okay. So perks of an MS, right?
Yeah.
So if you do an MS, so you will have a lot of depth knowledge in the domain which you are working on. That is one point. So then apart from that, you will have, that is the only thing I think. You will have a lot of depth even knowledge. What else I can say? Yeah, that's it I think.
Man, yeah, you have an extended period of student life for 2 years, right? That's a big perk.
Yeah, yeah, you can be a student for more than 2, which you cannot be after you graduate. Yeah, that is the main thing
Yeah,
actually. I forgot about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. We can be a student as long as life goes, but actual student life, partying,
yeah,
events, and everything. Like
yeah, true.
if you be in a good college like IIT, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah,
So the perks in job is you'll get a good pay if you join in a good company. You'll get to know about teamwork.
yeah,
Up to B.Tech and engineering, you are like an individual contributor on your projects, and nobody does the projects in a team, right?
yeah. True.
Everybody,
Only one guy.
everybody know how engineering. Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody know how engineering process goes. So you will get to know how to negotiate with people to sell your ideas, to sell your thoughts and
yeah,
everything. Then after that, you'll get a good pay. You'll get to new people. You'll get to know new people because you'll be in a engineering college where it is located outside of the city, and now you're working in a city where everybody comes and just rocks.
Yeah.
So these are the perks. Decide what you want to do. Either you want to be in a student life for 2 more years, gaining more knowledge, or you want to be, or you will be, or if you be in a job, you'll get at human skills.
Yeah. Also, like
Yeah.
I would say that after 2 years, we will be doing that same job which you told. Like after 2 years, while working in a company, eventually we will learn those things. So
Yeah.
so it's like if you want like happen immediately, okay, then go for a job. If you like
Yeah.
can hold it for long, then after your studies, then that is also possible.
So as you said, Ashik,
Yeah.
mobility. I mean, what is that?
Smart mobility.
Smart mobility is like a poly math kind of thing, because a lot of streams come into one thing, smart mobility. If someone wants to learn about smart mobility, what are the resources to learn smart mobility and etc.? I mean, what are the things that are in the checklist before deciding that I want to do something in smart mobility?
So in short, so if you want to like contribute towards the autonomous vehicle or next generation vision, you need to have like some idea about ROS. It's called robot operating system. So which is widely used in connecting the sensors and processing the data. Everything happens in this operating system that is there. And if you are more into AI, so you need to have idea about which models should be suitable for the Indian road conditions, because the data which we have in online or for US or some kind of other country data, so you need to have something that is for your own country. That idea you should have. Then you should have idea about Python programming language, and say whatever the latest technology that is being rise up, you should aware of that. You don't have to have a deep idea about it, but a hands-on experience of how it works, because we might not know it can be applied in our topic. Suppose a new technology might arise that can be applied in your domain, which could be your research possibilities. You can publish paper on that. You can write journals. Those kind of advantages are there. So to one have to excel in this domain, you have to have idea about ROS, then programming, then how electronics system work, like how the sensors, what are the like lidar or whatever sensor it may be, how it works, how it sends data. Those kind of knowledge is required to start with.
Can you tell? Of course, we all engineering guys see YouTube channels and learn a lot from them.
Yeah.
Can you tell some of the YouTube channels, books, and some other online blogs and etc. to get master about these things?
Yeah. So I found to learn about ROS, Udemy, there is a ROS course available. So that ROS 1 and ROS 2 both are there. It's like they teach you the basic, then it's upon you what you want to build, like programming Python language also. It's about how we write code for solving our own problem statements. So in Udemy, there are a lot of courses for ROS which can do. Then from our Tihan, Tihan, they have like courses offering. It's around like 20,000, I guess, for like drone. They teach you like starting to ending a practical oriented simulation experience also you will get. So that kind of things, like if you want a paid course to learn or get certified in that course, then Tihan also offers some kind of courses for these drones and all periodically. You can check in the website that is there. Other than that, in YouTube related to programming, free code camp, that is one of the option I would say. Yeah.
And you have been in Japan for 3 months, right?
Yeah.
What are the innovations that are happening in Japan? Is that relatively high than India?
Okay, so this is a very good question. So generally we say that Japan is living in 2050, right? So it's like in future city. But if you deep down see the technology they have, it's like not much sophisticated technology. It's a simple technology which is not followed in other countries. For example, I would say if it's a rainy situation, rainy climate, and you are going inside a mall, so your umbrellas will be wet and your dress will be wet. So they have like at the entrance of mall they have a small bag of cover where you can put
Okay.
in your umbrellas and go inside. And if you put in your
Oh.
legs, it will put a cover on your legs, and your legs are won't get dirt. And for like bag also, I think so. These things are like doesn't require any much of technology, right? Just a paper and cover and machine like to put, that's it. And for a hand wash, everything. So these are the small things that they take care of, which other countries is not having. That's where the technology difference is there. Of course, there are like some high level sophisticated systems which they are leading, like high speed trains, I would say the bullet trains which they have, that is really good. And it will be good if they follow these small changes which we have
Mhm.
in Japan.
Mhm. I think Japanese are like little OCD guys, because even in COVID there were a lot of reports about Japan culture, Japanese discipline, the way they live their life, and everything, right? And even you are saying that because they're concerned about the little things that are happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm, then talk about the innovation happening. Is that really far away from India's innovation?
Mm,
I mean,
so
what you see in Hyderabad, Chennai, you have seen some kind
yeah,
of city and innovation, right, happening, right?
yeah.
So, what is it like in Japan?
So I would say some innovations like which cannot be applied here because people we cannot like their people are like very, what to say, their people behave in a certain different way. In India people different way. So even if we like implement such kind of things in our India, it won't even fit properly. Like what I would say is one big thing can be possible is like the convenience stores which they have in every streets. So they have this convenience stores called 7-Eleven, Loss and Family Mart. These three
Okay,
convenience stores you can find in every streets of Japan.
okay,
So these are like very big network of convenience stores. Inside that convenience stores, you have printers which will print your passport size photo. If you have any office urgency, you can print out office photo. It doesn't require a person to control it. So you can connect your Bluetooth and take a printout and pay and go. So these convenience stores are there in every streets, which is lagging in India, I would say. So that is also 24 bar 7 open. One thing is there, and there, what to say, everything is automated to the core top level. So this shop convenience stores idea will be like very good in India if they implement. Also, they have the vending machines in every streets. Wherever you go, you can find the soda vending machines will be there. Also, like lots of different varieties are there. That is there. Food. So I am a person who likes spicy food than sweet. And Japanese people are more allergic to spices. So also, they are more allergic to, I would say, lactic acid, like milk and kind of thing. So, if you go get a coffee or something, it won't have milk. So,
mm-hmm.
only the
It
even
won't
like
have milk,
it won't have milk. Coffees won't have milk there.
man. How
There
will they
is
drink
separate,
coffee without milk?
so there is separate coffee called cafe latte that will have
Okay,
milk to a little
okay,
extent. So
okay,
they are like very concerned about oil also. Like they don't add oil in any food that much. They don't deep fry also. So the vegetables they cook, right. So they just boil in water and they consume it directly. So whatever vegetable it is, here we add the spices and we do something, right, that they don't do there. So food, when coming to food, like it was very, what to say, they may look appealing. When you see the food of Japan, it looks very delicious, but the moment when you eat it, okay, I want to eat chapati, I want to eat dosa, I want to eat sambar. Even sambar will become like the most precious thing which you cannot.
okay.
It was like
Understood.
I don't want to like downgrade their food, but their food is like not suitable for me. I would say, like as someone who likes spices and masala. So we used to carry a spice bottle everywhere. So we used to add in top of rice and everything. So if you are like sweet person, you like more sugar things, then they have in chicken also, like they have sweet version kind of thing. It will be like they don't add more sweet also. Like everything is balanced. The food is perfect, good for health. That is, I like compared to Indian food, their food is very physical. Like morning also it will have non-veg, afternoon, evening, all three meals will have a non-veg content in it. So you cannot find vegetarian shops also. Like if you they like there is no specific separate called veg and non-veg, that blue circle and red circle we have on food products here. Everything has non-veg in it. So if you there are, but obviously there are a lot of Indian restaurants across multiple streets. They are you can, if you want to try like pure vegetarian food, you can go there, but they are very expensive than these. Also, they are customized for Japanese taste, so you will not get the Indian taste also.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So it is very hard to be a South Indian in Japan and
Yeah,
vegan
very,
in
very
Japan,
hard.
right?
Very hard actually. We went to few South Indian restaurants where we ordered butter chicken and naan. The butter chicken was like nothing at all. Like it was like water. So then next time when we went, we told the chef that we are Indian, so we need a pure Indian style. Do make us in that style. Okay, then they made that kind of.
Oh, okay. Okay. So is everything is funded by Mitsubishi, your accommodation, your food and everything?
Yeah, so they covered my travel expenses from my university to their office, and they covered my accommodation and food as well. For the food, we had to manage for Saturday and Sunday weekends, but during the weekdays, they took care of everything. Also, yeah,
From morning to evening?
breakfast, lunch, dinner they covered. Weekends, Saturday, Sunday, we had to manage. We had to buy from somewhere.
Can you disclose the paycheck that you got,
Yeah.
or it is confidential?
Yeah. No. Like I got around 1 lakh yen per month, which is around 60,000 to 63,000 INR per month. So pretty much, yeah. So the money which they gave, everything like was, there is nothing to spend actually, because everything they took care. So it was like everything went in our pockets only. So for 3 months, I got 3 lakh yen.
Yeah, great, man.
Yeah.
So will you suggest a South Indian engineering guy get an internship in Japan or job?
Yeah, so if you like as I said earlier, like the work culture, if you are like able to adapt to the work culture, then definitely you can go for it. Or if you are more like you want to like more extrovert kind of person, like you want to always like talk to someone or that kind of thing, then depends on company also actually. So and depends on your partner. Like if your partner is also like chill person like you, then okay, you can have fun with them, talk with them. It's not like it's restricted to do that. Whatever we do in India, we can do there. But the thing is, that person like will be more focused on the work and it will be there. If your friend is also like that kind of happy, like jovial person, then okay, we can do that. Also, to work in Japan, so if you like, I would say, if you're like the other kind of person who doesn't who wants to like engage very well, you can like work for a few years, gain experience, and then okay, you can, after having some good experience, you can do that also. So it depends on the person.
What about the exposure and growth if I work in Japan?
Yeah, so you will have a good growth in Japan. So in Japanese companies, they are having the pension. So they get pension every person will get pension. Even in private companies, government companies, they get pension. But in India, like the pension system was removed, I think after 2000 or something. I'm not sure. Only the government employee who joined the work before 2000 will get the pension money, I think. But in Japan, every person will get pension. So that kind of advantages is there.
No, I'm talking about the learning that
Okay.
that grows.
Okay.
That I'm thinking of. What about the learning growth that if I work in Japan?
Okay. So if you are into a R&D company and your your research interest and their interest is same, then definitely your projects also will be aligned with that only. So you will be keep on learning. You will be leading the project. So obviously your expertise in that domain will grow very high. Also, like it's since it's an R&D, you won't have any limitation to any technology. Also, if you want any technology, they will get it for you. So it's not like you are restricted to any particular limitations. So you definitely will get a good knowledge while working on different kind of technical software there.
Mhm. What about the visas and everything, man? How it is done for
Yeah.
you?
So for me, since it was a 3-month internship program, so it comes under temporary visa. If it is more than 3 months, then it comes under business visa. So it was a 3 month. So I went to my nearby VFS Global. So VFS Global is a certain organization and consultancy. They collect your visa application and send to the particular country embassy. So I went to Hyderabad and gave my details, whichever they asked, and they processed within 1 week. I would say 1 week it happened. And if your internship period or work period is more than 3 months, then you will require a certificate of excellence, something COE they will say. This COE should be issued from the side of company, which will take some time. So that also we should take care before, like if your period is like more than 3 months, we should request from the company side for the COE certificate. So also it depends on the VFS location also. In my not VFS location, the consultancy. So my consultancy will come under Chennai region. There they didn't ask about much documentation, supporting documentation. My friend who came with me, he's from Mumbai, so his consultancy was there. Their consultancy was kind of very strict. They asked for a certificate of eligibility, COE.
Okay.
He was not supposed to ask before 3 months, like 3 months duration. So he had supporting documents from the Japanese, like our college has like Japanese connections. So they gave some supporting documents like to support his visa process. That's how we got. Yeah.
Mhm. So you are into this robotics, smart mobility, and smart transportation and everything, right? What do you think of it in next 5 years? Can someone bet and learn about the things that about these technologies? What do you think of it in next 5 years or 10 years?
I would say yes, there is a possibility, but there is not 100% also. So why the reason why I'm saying is the Indian road structure and the traffic is very complicated, which is needed to be studied a lot. So once someone has bring solution to manage these things, to control this thing, then the automation will be very simple as that, because we have the automation solutions available, but to fit into our generation, that is what is taking the difference. That's why like in Tesla cars in USA are in autonomous mode, and in here it's very difficult. Since Tesla also came, they said they will give autonomous in future only, not currently, because it has to be studied a lot. So if this system is like the road studies and those things are done everything proper, then there is 100% sure I can guarantee that this will be a very good domain in future. Also, it's not necessarily to be implemented. Also, we can as a research wise, it's very good. But if you want to go as a product based to like build a company, then you should take care of this aspect of understanding the flow of the traffic, understanding the people's behavior in the roads. That things are necessary. So if you cover this, then you can start a company and do whatever you want. This is what I would say.
Got it. So Ashik, you have been to a lot of hackathons,
Yeah.
Aether, TVS, Mitsubishi, and a lot of things, and you have done some internships also. So how can someone find these hackathons, internship, or anything like that? How can an engineering student find events and hackathons like this?
Okay. So there is two ways actually. One way is like if your college is like more into like more supportive towards hackathon kind of things. Like my college, I was from Panimala Engineering College. They were very supportive in hackathons. So they spread about this awareness every students. So when the first hackathon which I went was Kavach 2023, like which is conducted by Narendra Modi in the cyber security domain. So this was spread to every students in our college by the faculty, everyone. So if your college faculty is initiating these kind of things, then that is one way of getting to know about it. And the second way is to getting to know us through our online. Like everyone is having now connectivity towards online, so we can go to Unstop. So there is a website called Unstop. So there you can apply a filter of hackathon tag. There you can see a lot of hackathon which is about to happen, which is happening currently, and what is the criteria and everything you'll get from there. So and LinkedIn also. So in LinkedIn, if you have a good connection, then you might know. But if you don't have a good connection, then it's not possible. But Unstop is the guaranteed way you can get. You can set a reminder in that whenever hackathon publishes, you will get a mail from them automatically. So for me, college was very supportive in this thing. So I went to hackathon 2 to 3 times during my B.Tech itself, which was very useful in my domain.
So, I wanted to put out this because a lot of students are not much aware about hackathons. Can you tell what happens in hackathons?
Yeah, sure. So I will say why it's very important, very interesting too. So hackathon is nothing but you will be given a problem statement, which is currently a problem which is being faced in the country or in a particular company. So the organizer of the hackathon will have that problem in their own domain itself, like to want to solve. So they call young minds to give solution for them or to give an idea of how to overcome this. So these hackathons are solely dependent on that kind of real world application, industry based. So once you go into hackathon, there is two streams. One is software based hackathon and hardware based hackathon. So taking an example of Smart India hackathons, they have these both domains. So when you have a software, it goes for like 36 hours long. So the problem statement will be given to you before itself. There will be a list of problem statements, around 300 problem statements, which will be floated in the website. You can fix which you want to work on, select them, apply the solution, like make a PPT and give them the solution that this is what I'm going to do. Then they shortlist it and then they call you to a college. Like it happens on various colleges in India at the same time. So these colleges are called nodal centers. You go there and it happens for 36 hours continuously if it's a software. If it's a hardware hackathon, then it goes up to 5 days. And the food, everything, they will take care, staying, everything will be taken care. So what you will do in this 36 hours is the person who proposed the problem statement will come to you on the first day and ask about how you're going to solve it. In this 36 hours given timeline, what you will show to us. Then at that time, you should provide your solution in a verbal manner that these are the flow I'm going to follow and these are things I'm going to do in upcoming hours. Then they will give feedback. Okay, these things are not suitable for industry level. In industry or real world, it is not suitable. You can try this way. They will give a feedback. Then you have to remap your ideation and flow. You should give them another flow by the end of the day. So when they come at the end of the day, they will ask for a progress, like what are you going to do with, and some kind of like software progress or hardware progress, whatever it may be, you should provide them. So like this, they will come in a consecutive days. If it's a hardware, they will come in alternate days and evaluate. So these will be evaluated, like based on the feedback, what you are showing them, what progress you are showing them, that will be evaluated. And then the final presentation and final product will speak. Also, mainly the business model. So companies, they care about like how to sell. If you are a customer, how do I give this product? What value I add to you? Those things you need to be very clear. So if you clear in that in technical wise and business model and how you are going to sell it, then it's very good. So in this duration of hackathon, you will like build the solution. You will know how the industrial solution will work. That thing they will get, and a real product which can be transformed into your own product in the future. So generally these hackathon people, there is two possibility. One, they hire you directly. If it's conducted by private, like any other private big companies, if you win the hackathon, you will be taken inside and you will be given the project. Or else if it's a government hackathon, they will give you funding to complete the project. You can make your own startup. Further support, everything will be given from government side. So this Smart India Hackathon was organized by Narendra Modi. So our Prime Minister, every year he comes and talks with us in the Google Meet. So before starting of the hackathon, he comes to this meet and just give us a speech for 1 hour, like why it's important to our nation. So every year, like when I have gone for 3 years, I think. So I won 2 years actually. So every day,
Nice.
this shirt is also from that. It's from
Yeah,
last.
yeah, I've seen.
So last year we went from IIT Hyderabad. So every year, like he comes and gives us motivation, like what to do, why it's needed. So it's like you will like find lot of people who are in your mindset, like your domain. That is very good exposure actually. Yeah.
I think that you explained it very well, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like one more thing is that the Smart India Hackathon is for this year is started. So if like anyone wants to, they can apply. Like it's going to happen. Registrations are going to be open. Yeah.
Then at every end of the podcast, I'll ask these two questions. What are the books that you recommend to other people that you must read this technical self-help novel and anything, and what is the advice that you usually give to people that you wished someone said to me while I'm in the journey?
Okay. So advice what I would give is that like, never decide your life decisions asking others. Obviously, you can get suggestions, get an idea about what each domains are. So, but the decision should be made by you, not by someone. That is the only thing I would share in advice. And I am not a guy to advise on other thing also. So it comes to the reference book and materials, I would say I am not used to read books also, like the books are like very big actually. So
Yeah, I think that's it, Ashik. If you want to tell anything, you can go.
mm, I would say follow whatever your heart says and don't live for others, live for you. Everything everybody says that same only, because at the end you should sleep peacefully. So and you should not, like your action should not affect others. So whatever you do, it should satisfy yourself, and everyone is like doing for happiness only. And don't do just because some other is saying doing these things or doing that. You know what you are, what you're capable of. Focus on that and improve. That's it.
Okay, Ashish. Thank you for your time, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. Thanks for